Yeah, I'll tackle this one. For me, I like to use the acronym music. All right, and it might sound a
Okay.
little cheesy, but I think there's some cool, some cool pieces to it. So the M stands for mood. I like to set the mood, by playing my favorite music, maybe some smooth jazz, grabbing a glass of wine, and just kind of getting in my vibe. The U stands for utilize, which means you want to utilize the vegetables that you have, if you can. And then everybody don't like vegetables, but for me, my favorite is leafy greens, and for that reason, they're very versatile. You got your mustards, your collard, turnip, whatever it is, kale, and then they're also known for regulating high blood pressure. Then you got the S, which stands for smell. I think the biggest thing you can do as a chef and in the kitchen is embracing all those flavors, embracing those smells. And for me, man, one of my favorite things to smell in the kitchen is when I'm sauteing some fresh ginger and fresh garlic. And the I stands for include. And I think this is an important piece as well because you it's important to include your family, your friends, your spouse, and you can create that kind of date night if you would like and make it fun, make it a family event or a family night. And that kind of leads to the C, which is creativity. And creativity means you can use your imagination to create the atmosphere or the ambiance for whatever you might like, whatever might fit you. Like, for example, you might be a guy that might want to have like a steak night or a steakhouse vibe with your wife, or you can kind of get that Italian restaurant kind of feel. And I think that acronym is a cool way to kind of jot down, okay, what I'm looking for, what I want to do when it comes to making cooking fun, but also healthy. So,
Oh yeah,
music.
For sure.
that's dope as hell.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I love replicating recipes that I've eaten in the wonderful city of New York, just across the bridge from me. I try to replicate, or my travels, amazing recipe with my spin on it. And like you were saying, Marcus, that it doesn't have to be to a T, but it's an inspiration for this blank canvas that is your pots and pans, and then you're adding all of these creative elements to be inspired by what you had, but then add your own flavor no pun intended to it. Yeah, I'm with Roosevelt. Music, in a very literal sense, I have to cook to music, especially not in the morning when you're hectic and you're trying to get everybody out the door, but cooking is my therapy. I would
Yep.
get off transatlantic flights and get right into the kitchen and start chopping because I needed that. Also because I just came back from hectic meetings and I just need to chop. Something about chopping. This was therapeutic.
Nobody needs to get cut right now.
But I'm always music, and for me, like I have to listen to like Afro pop when it depends on the mood. But like if I'm like cooking on Friday night, it has to be Wizkid, but then on the Sunday it's John Coltrane, but I'm very inspired by that, and it also it's in line with what I'm cooking and what atmosphere you're trying to create as well. So I'm all with that, Roosevelt.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it.
So, what about you, Eden?
We live on the outskirts of a small town, so we have our local town's farmers market, because I live in the boonies. Basically, I live in the sticks. There's a lot of trees and there's literally cows down the road, and horses and all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of farmers here. So we have like a very flourishing farmers market, and I feel very blessed to be able to be like, I can go find all of this wonderful seasonal produce, or have it even in my own backyard, and be able to create fresh dishes with that, and be able to have my son involved, and have him learn where food comes from. Even when we get our cows butchered, we get our beef, we pick out a cow, we get it butchered at the farm, and we get that. And I feel like that's such a blessing, I read an article where they said that children will literally think that hot dogs come from plants, like, and bacon and hot dogs, like actual bacon, not the vegan stuff I'm talking about. Like, they think that they're plants because they don't know where it's from. And so being able to teach my son, this is how we grow vegetables, this is how we grow fruit, this is how, this is where your meat comes from, and each part of the cow, and being able to butcher with him and dissect chickens. I taught my husband how to butcher a chicken for the first time a couple months ago, and now he does it like a pro. And so I feel like getting my family involved, not just in the kitchen with the cooking process, but being able to create our own food is such an amazing thing.
For me, I also, kind of run with an acronym, Roosevelt. Mine is flavor, and is without the O. So the F is for, of course, food and / fun. The L is for love. The A is for art. The V is for variety, and the R is for rhythm. And the rhythm in prepping, the rhythm and the timing with, the cooking, and the rhythm from the music, Crystal, that I have blazing, because I can't, like, literally, I cannot do anything without having some music in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
Get me into that zone of, what I do.